I can help make Glasgow an autism-friendly city.
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 Glasgow 2018 European Championships can help make Glasgow an autism-friendly city.
I can help make Glasgow an autism-friendly city.
The GFT can help make Glasgow an autism-friendly city.
I can help make Glasgow an autism-friendly city.
Venues and organisations across Glasgow have come together to make our city more inclusive. By working in partnership, we can all make Glasgow autism-friendly.
I can help in making Glasgow an autism-friendly city.
The CCA's main goals are to open up art to all people and to allow for sort of a civic space within the city centre of Glasgow. Essentially, the CCA has a sort of vast access statement, and we're very inclusive to all people with any sort of additional sort of disability needs. We're going through staff training to make them autism aware. We're trying to establish various places in the building that can be sort of a quiet space where people can go and sort of collect themselves. We're also looking into sort of extending sort of our gallery hours to see when we might have more sort of sensory-friendly inclusion. And so it's very important that that access is made and that our staff have the training to sort of be able to support those people with those needs.
I can help make Glasgow an autism-friendly city. So my name is Chelsea Patterson. I work here at the St Unique Centre at the customer service desk, just making sure that customers have a great experience when they're in the centre. We got autism training the other day and I didn't realise how many families were impacted by it and how many details autism, like children with autism and even adults with autism pick up on, how difficult it is. So I think even just opening your eyes and going, it is something difficult, but if everyone helps, you can kind of overcome the challenges a little bit and it makes it a bit easier for everyone and just everyone has a good time when they're shopping. We've done quite a few things, so the main thing that we've got right now is the quiet and safe space, which is just behind the food court. But what it means is that if a child who has autism feels a bit overwhelmed, they can have a getaway. We also have a quiet hour, so we turn the music down because we understand that that can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. And when we have events, or when we had the Santa's Grotto, we try and have slots available for autism families, so that it's not as challenging as it would have been beforehand. And so it's making a difference in trying to make sure that everyone can be helped a little bit and make sure that it's a good experience and everyone can come in and feel safe and welcome.
I can help make Glasgow an autism-friendly city. I'm Robert McGregor and I'm a gallery assistant here at the Riverside Museum. My nephew has got autism, so it's quite close to my heart. There's all different types of autism, all different levels of the spectrum, and we try and cater as best we can to kind of help them out. Providing areas where they can go if they feel distressed, they can go and get a quiet room with their service user or a parent. We're then getting special training about how to identify people on the spectrum, and if you have an incident, where they get stressed, how to act, and we can plan. They can contact the Riverside Museum prior to their visit, and the members of staff will give them an idea of what they'll likely expect. Is it easy to access to get in, stairs, lifts, and then the parent or the service user can pass that on to the person and tell them, and they can plan their day out, and then when they come in they get greeted, they can get stickers, they can get a wee tour if they want. If they don't, that's fine as well. It's never perfect. You're always getting training, you're always getting more advice what to do, and all the staff are here to help as well, and they're all well trained.
Yeah, today is autism awareness training for some autism champions in Glasgow City Centre. So we are part of a project to make Glasgow City Centre autism friendly, and part of that is about giving staff in the city centre businesses more awareness of autism.
The aim is to obviously provide more autism awareness so that some of our businesses across the city centre can possibly adapt strategies into their businesses to make the city more accessible to people with autism.
Today we are training them in information about what is autism, how might it impact someone visiting the centre, and what can they do to make it a bit better for them.
Well, I think it's an amazing strategy because we know at the moment that 1 in 100 people have autism, and that translates to a lot of people across Glasgow City. Also, the people that are coming into Glasgow City from other areas, the strategy to make Glasgow an autism-friendly city will make it more accessible to these people, yeah.
I think it's a brilliant idea. I'm really, really pleased that Glasgow City Council have decided to do this. I think it's going to benefit so many people, and actually not just autistic people and their families, because getting things right for autistic people is also often getting it right for other people too, so I think it's absolutely brilliant.
I'm delighted that so many people want to get involved in this initiative. So we're reaching lots of different businesses today, and that's exciting.
During the championships in August, we're going to have a number of autism-friendly areas across our different venues, particularly outdoor venues, and we're also going to be doing a number of specific spectator events, which means that if these work and they work for people, then we would hope to have these embedded in future major events in the city.
There are a significant number of people who live in Glasgow of all ages who have autism, and the number's growing because diagnosis of autism is growing as people understand more about the condition. So it's incredibly important that we do as much as we can to understand autism, to understand how it affects people's day-to-day lives, and to respond to that. Disability is only a disability because of the barriers that society puts up. So if as a society and as a city we remove those barriers as much as possible, then we stop autism becoming a disability.
I really like the online interactive map. It helps me and my mum plan our visits to the city centre. I like that it shows where all the autism-friendly places are.
We've been working on the Autism Friendly City Centre initiative since April 2017, and already we've been encouraged by the impact the project can potentially have on people's everyday lives and visits to the city. This is still very much a work in progress, and we are learning more and more about autism each day. If you're a resident or even a visitor to Glasgow, come and spend some time experiencing our city centre and enjoy everything it has to offer. We can all make Glasgow autism friendly.